Joining us remotely from New York is Barbara Crossett of the New York Times. Ms. Crossett has excellent credentials as a journalist and a columnist and has been a New Delhi News Bureau Chief for the New York Times.
Barbara, what was your impression that the government officials indeed carried out that campaign of so-called genocide in a covert fashion to...
that I would never know, and as one knows very well, it's very difficult to get to the bottom of things in India. I always say that one of the great gaps in Indian journalism is a real investigative reporting arm for many of the big newspapers, because it seems to me, but I take the evidence that was collected by others and the many conversations I've had with Sikh families. I then went back to Delhi as a correspondent, and so in 1984, in 84 and 89 and into the 90s, I would keep in touch with some of these families. The finger seemed to point more to Congress party officials than to any kind of official government act. The idea that, of course, Mrs. Gandhi had been killed was enough to fire some Congress party people. Where I would investigate further, were I able to do so as a reporter, would be in the question of negligence after this took place and during the time it was taking place. Mm-hmm. I think those things have never been adequately dealt with at an official level. Now, and this comes back to your very first question. This is a democracy. Can you imagine a big democracy where that many people would be killed, singled out for their religion, and that nobody would pay the price? A government would fall, something would happen, there would be impeachment proceedings, but nothing happened, nothing. And I think this is what, of course, the Kashmiri people are also experiencing in a different way, on a different scale, for other reasons. By the way, I might say on Kashmir, one of the most interesting things to come out recently was the massacre of Sikhs in that village. Mm-hmm. For the first time, local people demanded autopsies, exhumations. People demanded mm-hmm. identities. And I think in this country now and in Canada, people are beginning to chronicle things that happened to Sikhs, not in the big 1984 events, but systematically over a period of time. These secret cremations, which a group in Canada is documenting, and also the human rights leader, Ram Narayan Kumar, has also written a piece for University College Oxford on this.